Hey y'all, welcome back to At the Table podcast. I am your host, Fikayo, or you can call me Addie. And here at the table, we focus on learning, growing, and connecting. Our podcast is the perfect companion for anyone that is navigating the journey of adulthood. And yes, we know adulting can be a lot, and sometimes all you need is a seat. So come on, grab a snack and join me at the table. Hey y'all, how are you? How are you? I'm okay. I am back from my undisclosed location, and I am back home, and I am sitting in my routine, and I am in love. I'm so happy. I loved the vacation because sometimes life can get a lot, and sometimes I move so fast, like a hamster on a wheel, and being able to like go away from that was really really nice. But being back in and on my wheel, it feels good too. So I hope you're good. Oh, I probably sound a little congested, don't I? Yeah, you guys. Allergies 1000, Fikayo 0. I didn't think it was gonna get me like this, but child, it got me. These allergies, they have me by the neck. Oh my goodness. Today basically didn't even exist. I was so sick. But I just thank God because I hate the sore throat sicknesses. Like I definitely prefer the head sicknesses and the nasal congestion than the sore throat. I hate a sore throat. Oh my. So I'm just hoping, and sometimes like this can be like the precursor to a full blown out cold. I'm just hoping that this is truly just allergies, and I'm gonna see if I can get some Claritin or Benadryl or whatever type of drugs people use for allergies and throw that down my throat, and hopefully I feel better because I don't have time. I don't have time to be dealing with the cold, and I don't want to be sick. But yeah, so if my voice does sound a little funny or you hear like everything, I'm so sorry. I wanted to push this back another week, but I have missed you guys so much. I miss being in your ears. I miss talking to y'all. How are you? Okay, so let's start with the episode. So, of course, our first segment is what are you snacking on? And lately, you guys, I am snacking on everything Oprah. I have some way managed to find myself absolutely in love with her. I have been reading her books. I have been listening to her interviews. I have been reading books made by her friends, watching her friends' interviews. Y'all, I've fallen in love. I also really like Iyanla as well. Like I really like her, but right now we're talking about Oprah. And it started off with reading Oprah's books. And actually, let's go all the way back. Let's talk about how I even got here. So I figured that it probably wasn't too great that I am 22, almost 23, and I don't have like a direct female role model. And of course, like I've explored the basic Michelle Obama and Viola Davis. I've read her biography as well. Actually, it was one of the first. It was the very first biography or memoir. No, it wasn't. It was one of the first in my like adulthood that I read that was really like, yo, I can literally become anything. So anyway, yeah, I have like done the Michelle Obama. I have done the by Viola Davis, and they were great. But I was like, y'all, I need to get something a little bit more, and I was itching for some inspiration. So I was like, Oprah, like Oprah, of course. And I've heard great things about her, and I've listened to some interviews by her, and I was like, yeah, she's a good role model. Let me see what she's got to say. Let me give one of her books a try. So I got her book, What I Know for Sure, and I was like, yeah. Yeah, I like her. And then I read The Wisdom of Sunday, and I was like, yeah, yeah. I really like her. I really like Oprah. I'm going to tell you guys just some quick reasons why I love her and some quotes to share as well. And one of the first reasons I really like her is because she is a good Black female role model. And for all of the right reasons. Like, even the whole storyline, Grass to Riches, just reminds me that like, I can literally do anything I want to do. Like, there is no such thing as a glass ceiling. As long as you work hard enough and you stay clear of where you're trying to go to, like, you know exactly where you're trying to go to and you keep that tunnel vision, baby, you're gonna get there. Just work really hard. And I love being inspired that way. I love getting that, like, that push, that drive from inspiring women that have done it already. Like, they're not just talking fruitless. Like, literally their life is it's evidence of what they're talking about. I love that. I love the way that she donates. I like all of the hard work that she put into her life. Like, I read about her and I read like some of the things that she went through, and I was like, bruh, and here I am complaining about what I'm going through. Like, Fikayo, get a grip, get a grip. I love like those humble reminders of what real life is. And that sometimes I don't even have it all that bad, that I just need to figure it all out. Like, stop complaining and just keep moving. I love that. And I think her heart is beautiful. Her heart is so nice. Her heart is beautiful. Her friend's heart is beautiful. Like, I want to have a heart like them. I want to have a heart that just pulls everybody in, that looks after the welfare of everyone. I might not be perfect. I might not be the best, but I want to be someone who you can count on. And I just love getting inspired by positive, good, strong role models. Another reason why I really like Oprah is because she's educated. Like, I love listening to her because I'm constantly learning from her. She is constantly spitting bars. Like, she is constantly saying stuff that's like, wow, like, that is so tough. That is so cool. And I just love it. And I feel like her rationale, her reasoning is on point. Like, I have been around people who they weren't probably too educated. So when they give me advice, like, the rationale don't make sense, or the reasoning's like, it's not solid. But because she's educated and also older, she's able to give strong, solid advice that she has literally used to plant a very fruitful life. Like, I love that. And thirdly, her relationship with God is beautiful. I personally, we'll talk about God on this podcast more eventually, but I personally love being in different places that experience God. I love going to white churches. I love going to Asian churches. I love going to churches in Baltimore. I love going to churches in Georgia. I love going to churches. If I go anywhere, like, I will go to church at wherever I'm at, because I like experiencing and seeing how different people interact and experience God around them. And I like the God that Oprah knows. He's nothing like the African church God at all. And we will talk about that later, but I think she is beautiful. I think the way she knows God is absolutely beautiful, and I want to know God in that kind of capacity as well. So that's another big motivation, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I will continue to be reading her book and binging her. Now, let's talk about some of the quotes, because this is the exciting part. So, Oprah in one of her books said, the closest you are to being what God called you to be, the closer you are to purity. And when I read that, I was like, hold on. That's something that I am personally kind of sort of experiencing, right? But I didn't have the words for it. I didn't know how to articulate it. So when I heard it, I was like, yes. I know that there's some Christians that might not agree with this, because, that whole we are all sinners pitch. But follow me on this, because it's going to get a little complicated. But because I have Christ in me, I am made from God's breath, right? And that means that God is also in me. And because God is in me, God is good. So that means that good is in me as well. And that good is pure. So I feel like if I'm able to tap into that purity, I'm ultimately able to tap into who God has created me to be. So when she said this, it made absolute sense, because I am personally noticing that as I am finding who Fikayo is, like, all the other things in my life that don't really resonate with who I am is falling away. And I can only talk about my experiences, but like, certain music is falling away, certain habits are falling away, certain friends are falling away. And if you look at it from the outside looking in, you might think I'm a little too holy, but really what's happening is I'm finding myself. I'm allowing God to dictate who I am, or I'm tapping into who God has created me to be with no outside external, like, reinforcement or validation. And I like that. I liked that she was able to put what I'm experiencing right now. Another quote she really said that just touched my little heart was she said that the privilege of a lifetime is figuring out who you are. I don't even need to explain this quote. It speaks for itself. I think that's so true. Life is a lifetime journey and it's a lifetime experience. And I'm going to use every single day trying to figure out how to get closer to God and trying to figure out who Fikayo is. And I think that in of itself is a blessing, the exploration of self and the exploration of who I am and what I can do with God. Like, that's amazing. Another thing she said is let God in moment by moment. And that by itself was like, oh my gosh. Yes. Yes. I love like small intentional acts throughout the day. And I've been praying it every day these days too. Like, God, be in this moment. Like, be in this day with me. And we're going to talk about that later as well. We're going to talk more in depth about it. But like, that's true. Like, God should be in your life moment by moment. And when I have that consciousness of, yeah, I mean, God is here. God is sitting with me in my car. God is in this conversation. Like, I move through the day a lot easier personally. But that's just me. I don't know. And I think I'm done giving you guys quotes by Oprah, unless you guys want to hear more. Okay, wait, let me give you one more. And then this one is really good. She said fear is having more faith in the enemy's plan for you. I don't even have to explain that one. I'm just going to leave you with it and then you can sit with it and eat on it. But that was really good too. All right, y'all, let's move on to our table talk. And today I just wanted to talk about like focus and what I'm doing to focus and get my life together. I think that's going to be the name of this podcast episode, actually. Let's get our life together. You guys, I don't know what happened, but I think last week I was thrown into like an existential crisis. And I was like, yo, I think I was just mapping out my year, right? And I was like, Fikayo, if you can, like focus, literally just focus till December and do all of the things you need to do in December, like walai, your life will be set up. Like you're going to be just fine. But baby girl, I need you to focus. And I was like, yeah, I do need to focus. And during that time as well, I was really, really struggling with social media. And like there's a lot that I was struggling with in and around social media. One of the things was just the drive to create. Like I felt like I was almost being pressured to create content because everybody's doing it. And I do want to stay some type of relevant, right? Which is also like a big whoa. Like why do I want to stay relevant? Like why do I need the validation of others to feel like I deserve to take space in life? Like at the end of the day, social media is just social media. Like there is a real life that I live here and I take space here, so that is fine. But that was one of the problems. Like Fikayo, I felt like I just had to be relevant on social media to be relevant in life, and that's not true. And another thing was, I think I was just consuming too much content. Like I don't know how to explain it. I just felt like I was just getting thing after thing after thing. I was just my brain was getting over flooded with just stuff. And there was a point, it was just like, this is draining. Like, I just felt like dumb. And I was like, no, I can't. Like, I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be someone who loses their life to social media. And it got really, really scary very, very quickly. And it got to a point where, like, that whole endless scrolling thing, like, it just kind of drove me a little crazy. So I was like, I need to put a stop to this. Another big problem I do as well, like another big problem that I do as well is like someone can text me, like one of my real friends can text me while I'm on social media, but because I don't want to think about anything or I don't want to have to deal with real life, I don't answer it, or I respond very, very late, or I don't respond at all because I forgot about it. And I don't want to keep living that kind of life as well. So I was like, I need to figure out some type of long-term plan for the social media thing. And I'm not talking about like deleting everything and going on a social media break or social media fast. No, because I'm going to download everything again and I'm going to be right where I left off. Like what? It doesn't even make sense to me why people do that. I think it's like change up the whole thing. And that's exactly what I did. I heard somewhere, read somewhere, and they were like, use social media. No, they were like, use your phone as a tool and not a distraction. And I was like, huh, I like that. And there was something else I read something else as well somewhere that was like compartmentalize your stuff. Like use your laptop for work. Know that when you come and you meet your laptop, you're working. Use this for this, and know when you come and meet this thing, you're doing this. And I was like, okay, I like that. And I like organizing things like that, like my life like that, because I have what I would like to call like godly OCD. So I do a lot of like organizing and compartmentalizing things a lot. So I was like, okay, this sounds like something that might work for me. Let me see how I can convert this over into my phone and my technology. So I have 3 devices. I have my phone, regular iPhone. I have a laptop, an HP laptop, and I also have an iPad. So 2 Apple devices, 1 like HP device. So what I've been doing is I always had allowed my laptop to be for work. I do not consume social media on my laptop. I do not play. I do not do fun things on my laptop. Laptop is solely for work. So what I decided to do was now, in addition to, well, my laptop being for work, my iPad is going to be my distraction and my phone is going to be my tool. So what I did is I deleted everything that had to do with social media off of my phone. Everything. There is nothing on my phone right now that other people can like influence me on, except for Snapchat, because I use Snapchat as storage and I still want to take pictures and stuff. But all of those things have been converted to my iPad, all of it, including even my banking information. I'm also on this huge financial wave as well, but y'all, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell y'all nothing for nothing. But I moved all of my banking stuff to only my iPad as well to help me decrease money. There's a whole system for that. Decrease the way that I spend money, and the availability, how easily accessible it is to me. And all of my apps are on my iPad as well. So it's not like I'm not allowed to use social media. I still can, but it's just not sitting literally at my fingertips. Because my iPad is bigger, it's bulkier, it's harder to use sometimes, so the convenience just isn't there as it would be on my phone. And I've been doing it all week. So I think I started this Sunday. I've been doing it all week and it's been going pretty well. I think I am definitely much more productive. I have been reading a ton more because the only thing that is on my phone right now are the necessities, which is texting, calling, WhatsApp, and my books, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to start reading more as well. So my books. But this is all in the event to help me get more focused. You guys, I have big goals for myself. I have big dreams. I don't even know how to articulate where I want to go, but I know I'm going somewhere, and I need to start putting the foot to the metal now. I need to start putting the foot to the pedal now, and I don't want to play. And this is why I am even making this podcast today. You guys, we can't keep playing. Even on social media, sometimes it gets so scary because I'm seeing people that I went to school with, and I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm great. I'm not saying I'm dandy. But all I'm saying is, please don't lose your life to social media. Please don't get distracted with everything. Remember there's real life too. And I hope that you're moderating yourself. And if you're an influencer, of course, do that. That's your job. That's your hustle. That's your bread. But if you are just casually using, social media and you're not using it to generate any, substantial revenue for yourself, please do something with yourself. Please focus on life. Please focus on bettering yourself in all compartments, all places. I don't want when I get older to be and this person was, I don't know. I don't want when I get older to not be able to afford things with my friends, I don't want when I get older to not be able to go out because I can't afford it. I want to be able to sit with great, beautiful, strong, powerful role models that are my friends, and all of us look at our accomplishments and be like, yeah, we all did that. Personally, that's really what I want. So I don't know. I know it's hard. I know it's really, really hard. I think when I decided to go on this big, like, I'm changing my life thing, I remember thinking and like, dang, being like, dang, this is so hard. But what has really, really helped me is just even realizing that this journey is a beautiful journey. It is a beautiful journey. It is a trying journey. It is a hard journey, but it is so rewarding at the end of the day. And this is the reason why this podcast even exists. Just to motivate people, just to know that you are not alone in whatever you're going through. And I know how hard you're working, because baby, I'm working just as hard as well. And we're all trying to figure it out. And I just want this to be an inspiration. Like, please, 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 like, let's all get it together. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. This week I did my resume. I applied to some classes some more. I'm doing like my cert right now, and I am just trying to look for a better Fikayo. And I hope that you're doing that with yourself as well. Bruh, I cannot begin to say this enough. The sky is literally the limit. There is nothing that can stop you except from yourself. And if there are like hard situations, I promise you, you can figure it out. Like, there are I'm reading right now a book called Educated, and it is nothing like I ever thought it would be. Maybe I'll talk about it more in depth next week. But it is a book about literally like this Mormon girl and her super religious dad, and they were really, really poor. And it's just this like really, I don't know how the words for it, but you just don't expect, like, how did this person become successful in life? It's one of those like literally grass to riches. If it's not grass to riches, honestly, it's like the middle of the earth to riches kind of story, because this situation was horrible. And so I like recommend, like, even if you don't know how to do it, go and find people that will motivate you to figure out how to do it. If you are stuck, go and get a therapist. If you need prayer, go to a church. Go and meet a pastor. If you need friends, listen to At the Table podcast. I'm kidding. If you need friends, go and figure places that will help you, like that will provide a community for you. Like, tomorrow I start Pilates, and I'm so excited. I'm about to be a Pilates girl. Besides the point, tomorrow I start Pilates, and I really want to make a friend there in my first month of going there. And hopefully, me and the girl can go into Pilates. Like, we can book our classes together. We could do the class together, and I would love that. But I put myself intentionally in places that I know will have good like product for me, that would yield good things for me. And I really encourage you to do that as well. Please, let's get our life together. Let's get our life together. Let's get our life together. If you need help, if you need resources, let me know. I can help you. I got my therapist off of Psychology Today, and you literally just look up Psychology Today, you put in your area code, you put in the type of requirements that you want your therapist to have, you put in your insurance, and they'll give you a beautiful big list of all the therapists they have, and they'll be able to help you. I used BetterHelp for a long time. BetterHelp is not sponsoring me. To be honest, they should, but that was wonderful. I don't know, but baby girl, I'm here. Honey, I'm here. And I want to encourage you. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. If you see me on social media, know that I struggled to get that post up on social media. No, it took a process. No, it took a while, because what I've been doing lately. Oh my goodness. So maybe I'll record or take a picture on my phone. I'll now have to send it to my iPad via AirDrop, right? And then from there, I'll be able to post it. Know that I'm doing like 3 or 4 extra steps just to like post stuff. But it's okay. It's okay. Because when I do it, I know I have time for it. But yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Hold on. I almost, that's going to make a lot of noise. Sorry. Hold on. I almost forgot our last part of the episode. Have you been praying? Have you been praying? I have been praying, and I have been praying this prayer. Actually, I think it was inspired by Oprah. Was it inspired by Oprah? Let me think. Yeah, it was. She prays that God, you should hold space here. Oh my goodness. When I heard this prayer, I almost flipped. I was like, wow, that is a good one. And all this week I have been praying that, like, God holds space. And I know it sounds very, very elementary, but sometimes you have to be reminded that you have to invite God into your life and into your day. And I don't just say it as just like a regular prayer, but I almost meditate with it, like, God, hold space here. Like, hold space in my heart, hold space in my day, hold space in my body, hold space in my conversation, hold space in my workplace. In all of my interactions, let me know that you are here. Let me remember you. And that's how I've been praying, and I have loved it. Like, it feels so good. It makes God feel so real. Like, hold space with me. And I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, y'all, I think that's it. I think it is time to wash the dishes and clear off the plates. I always do that. Like, I always mess up. I just edit it out so y'all don't hear it. Let me do that again. All right, y'all. So it's time to clear off the table and wash the dishes. I think I am done. If you have any questions, if you have any inquiries, or if you just want to see the face behind the voice. Did I say that right? No, I didn't. If you want to see the voice behind the face, what? Yeah, no, I said it the right way the first time. I'm so sorry. Just follow me at Fikayo. Give me all the stars and give me all the likes, and follow this podcast. It helps other people hear me, and it allows me to, know I'm doing a little song and make more friends. I love you guys like bits and pieces. You have no idea. I love being here. I love being in y'all's ears. I love being able to come here and talk to y'all. It is amazing, and you are the reason why I keep doing this. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, honey. Have a beautiful, blessed week. Bye.